Yeah, guys, while we're talking about basketball, you can
Good
experience
one.
Charge basketball at Public Hall this season. The Cleveland Charge, the NBA G League affiliate for the Cleveland Cavaliers, are back in action for their 5th season here in Cleveland, with Charge alumni like Dean Wade and Sam Merrill and two-way players like Nae'qwan Tomlin and Luke Travers show that the NBA G League is the home for future stars of the NBA. Charge basketball is the best option for affordable family fun in the land, with fan giveaways, exciting theme nights, post-game player autographs, and so much more. The Charge tip-off this Friday, November 14th, at 7 against the Wisconsin Herd. It's opening night presented by Rocket, and the first 2,000 fans receive a free mini hoop schedule. Tickets are on sale now at clevelandcharge.com. Mike's getting a big group to go out tonight, so make sure you get your Charge tickets for tonight's game at 7.
Guys.
Yeah, come out. Charge game's going to be fun.
This is a perfect day for me to be on with the two of you because I have been hard on Evan Mobley. Pause.
Worst game he's played in multiple seasons last night.
I mean, what the hell happened?
It was bad. It was ugly.
And meanwhile, Scottie Barnes, who you guys were, it was G. Bush.
G. Bush, yeah.
Ripping Scottie Barnes yesterday. He showed you he deserved to win Rookie of the Year over Evan Mobley.
Oh,
Shut up.
Because of one game? Get out of here.
Bull had been waiting all morning to drop that line.
I got you on that one. He played great, though, last night.
Yeah,
Scottie Barnes was good.
Mobley was awful.
Terrible.
He was terrific.
Awful. What happened? What was he doing?
Just from the get-go, he didn't look engaged. He never got engaged. He played 35 minutes and took 7 shots. Tyrese Proctor played 11 minutes and took 8 shots. I asked Kenny about that after the game.
Yeah.
And Kenny said, yeah, Mike, it's a bad job out of us. It's a bad job out of Evan.
Like low-key showing off that Kenny called you Mike.
Kenny calls everyone by name just like Kevin does, so that's not necessarily an accomplishment. But he said they tried to run some ATO plays for him in Toronto.
Yeah.
Blew him up in his terms. But, man, it's so frustrating because you see the moments of the potential of Evan Mobley, and they are so tantalizing. But then you watch him out there for 35. This wasn't like he was in foul trouble, played 16 minutes, and it's like,
right.
He was out there for 35 minutes last night. He took Wednesday off as a rest day.
Yeah.
There's no excuse in the world for Evan Mobley to have a performance like he did last night against a team that 2 weeks ago when they played Toronto the first time, he had 29 points and dominated. This is a team that does not have a good defensive matchup for Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of guys with length and size, but nobody's an actual good matchup against Evan. And he was a complete non-factor offensively. Boley was a non-factor defensively. He ended up with 9 rebounds, but he had about 4 to 5 rebounds until midway through the third quarter. Him being out there was a negative for the Cavs last night. And there should never be a game because of how good he can be defensively where Evan Mobley is a net negative for the team. He may not always make his shots, may make some bad turnovers, he may play a sloppy game. There is never, ever, 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 ever an acceptable moment for Evan Mobley to be a net negative for the Cavs. And last night, he was not just a net negative, he was by far their biggest net negative, and that's the most disappointing part.
Jason, your guy, what happened to him?
He had a bad game. He had a really bad game.
I mean, that's...
No, I agree. It can't happen.
Yeah.
And what I've actually thought, because I didn't go last night, but I had it on, and then I was listening to Kenny's post game, so I heard your question, and Kenny said something before that about like he kind of took a shot at the Cavs' mental toughness.
Oh yeah.
And that's obviously been a huge talking point.
Yeah.
For years, and to have him come out and say it after a random mid-November game, I kind of put an eyebrow up at that one too. Of like, okay. But, I mean, they got to be better. This is – I mean, did you guys see, like, Channing really ripped them? On
Fry?
I
didn't hear what he said.
On the just about how disjointed they look, and obviously they've had a lot of injuries. And Channing said when Donovan's out there, it's all Donovan, and then when Donovan's out there, everybody else tries to get theirs, and they don't know how to play together.
They have, like, no rhythm as a team.
And they've been together for too long to still be having some of the problems that they're having. I was surprised at how hard Channing sort of went in on them because they have had a lot of injuries. And, no, you're not going to use injuries as an excuse, but it is the reality of their situation. But, I mean, that has nothing to do with last night. Like, Evan can't have games like that.
They look like two different offenses when Darius plays and when he doesn't. And there's no way Darius should be the only linchpin on their roster that makes them play the offensive system that was so effective last year.
Yeah.
And they lost Jordan Knott to Phoenix. And, Jason, I'm not 100% sure what the staff's roles were last year and who was in charge of what, who was an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Was it all a collaboration? But I didn't think losing Jordan Knott was going to be that big of a deal. And maybe it's not in the grand scheme of things, but right now, since they don't have Jordan Knott on the bench, and you see what happened at the end of the game against Miami on Monday, maybe we overlooked that staff and coaching loss way more than we should have. Maybe he was part of the offensive mastermind that kind of brought all these guys together. And I don't understand. I don't know what he did.
We never talk about that with basketball. We talk about it in football
all the time. But yeah, they lost a couple.
And it might not matter.
That's what I'm saying. It's too early to tell. But
there are.
The Suns look good right now, and their offense is clicking, and the Cavs' offense looks like it took a major step back.
Yeah, there are developmental coaches who their job is. I can't think of the. Phil Handy was here for a while, being that guy that player development coach.
Ott was Mobley's guy. It is worth mentioning that.
Yes.
Who's that one Weasley-looking guy on the Cavs bench? He's been here since Ty Lue. Shoot, I always see this guy.
What does Weasley-looking mean, by the way?
This guy looks Weasley. He looks like he's.
Who's been here since?
He looks like he'd be the guy to rat people out. I'll have to take a picture of it next time I see him. And
There's not very many people who have been here. I mean, Mike.
Yeah, this guy was here.
Mike Garrity, but he's not Weasley looking.
White dude.
Yeah.
Dark hair.
Don't say all white dudes with dark hair are Weasley looking.
No,
because that means you're Weasley looking.
No, not
there are not many who have been here since Ty.
I'll have to take a picture of him.
Yeah.
And show it to you guys. Maybe he's part of the training staff. I don't even know. It could be.
Are you putting a picture of Garrity?
Yeah, put a picture of Garrity. I'll tell you.
Spiro or the.
But all right, let me ask you this: the Detroit Pistons right now, the best team in the East.
Yeah.
Are we buying this?
No. I mean, they're good, but
what are they? 10-2 or something?
10-2, yeah.
Are they going to be the best team? No.
JB?
I told you before. JB's a good coach. He wasn't the problem. He just lost some of the players. He lost all the players because he lost the main player.
Right.
Once you lose that, it's over. But he's not a bad coach at all. He has been perfect for Detroit. Like, they were a young team. They needed some direction and some discipline.
Yeah.
He has done a terrific job there. Are they going to win a championship this year? No.
I'm going to bring up some quick NBA things. You guys tell me whether you buy or sell.
Well, while you're doing that, can I give another shout out real quick?
Yeah, give a shout out.
Nae'qwan was awesome last night, and Craig Porter Jr. was awesome. Those are the only two bright spots in the entire game for the Cavs. I hope is this Mike Garrity?
No, I brought up the trainer.
Yeah, that's him.
That's the trainer.
Oh, it's the trainer. He's Weasley looking.
He's not Weasley.
He looks Weasley.
Stop it. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. No, but Tomlin and Craig Porter Jr. were both very good last night. And Donovan said something after the game that I wanted to ask you guys about. Did you hear Donovan?
I did not.
Donovan was asked just about the 8-5 start and the difference between this year and last year. By the way, Tomlin with 18 points last night, 6 rebounds. Brings an energy. I don't know what his role in the future is going to be. Like, I'm not quite sure what his exact...
Hand out towels.
Nae'qwan Tomlin?
So he's not a real NBA player.
No, I mean, when everybody's healthy, he's not.
No, I don't mean this year. I just mean overall in his career.
Could he be an NBA player?
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah, I think he does
I haven't seen enough of him this year. But
he plays with a ton of energy. He's always in the right spot at the right time. And that's not a tangible skill that you can point your finger on and say he does this. He just always seems to be in the right spot. I'm fascinated by him. And Craig Porter Jr. hasn't missed now in 3 weeks. So I wanted to give those two a shout out.
Yeah.
Donovan said post-game.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'd rather be 15-0 than 8-5. Obviously. But
here comes the excuse.
No, he said, I love this. He's like, I made the playoffs when I was on a 19-30 team, and we made the playoffs that year. I've been through some of the trials and tribulations, some of these early season growing pains. I love the position we're in because we're having to play younger guys. We're having to learn on the fly, figure out some of these lessons that, frankly, we never had a chance to learn last year because we were blowing everybody out. And when we were 13-0, 14-0, the win streak was more important than the development of our actual team. I still prefer to be 15-0.
Of course, I get.
But do you understand where Donovan's coming from?
100%. Usually, it's like team speak and nonsense and BS when they start talking like that.
Right. It's an excuse for why you're not playing.
I agree with all of it.
No, that's right. I
wrote about that last week. I think I made that point a couple times on this. I want to see them play left-handed. I want to see them be uncomfortable, because go through it now and figure it out now and figure out what you have and figure out how you can get a basket if Donovan's not on the floor and Darius is hurt, because that very well may come up in the playoffs. How do you generate offense? And so, be uncomfortable now and struggle now. It's November. Like, take a breath. It's fine. I don't care if they're 8-8, 8-9.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No.
LeBron,
they'll be fine.
Remember the first year LeBron came back? They were like 8-9 or something like that.
LeBron took 2 weeks off. He Blatt drove him so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He took 2 weeks off, went back to Miami to just get away from him.
That's right.
I mean, Indiana.
Well, his first year in Miami, they got off to a bad start.
They did.
Indiana was sub 500 in January.
Yeah.
The Celtics were sub 500 the year they made the finals and lost to the Warriors in January. Like that's when it really starts to click in.
Let me ask you this: the comments that Channing Frye made about when Donovan's on the floor, it's only Donovan. Was that a knock at Donovan in some way?
No, he was not. It was. I didn't take it that way.
It was a knock at the rest of the team.
I took it as they still can't figure out how to play with him. It's just he always ends up having to take over. I didn't take it as a knock at Donovan at all.
They're driving way less this year, which has changed the complexion of their offense. They're taking too many threes, in my opinion. I think they have to get back to a more drive-oriented offense. A lot of that helps when Darius is on the court because he's one of their best drivers. It also helps when Evan's not starting with the ball 30 feet from the basket and is in a more advantageous position to catch and move as opposed to dribble, figure out, and then attack.
Yeah.
But it just last night was so disappointing.
How many shots did Evan take in the
7.
paint?
Oh,
in the paint.
He had 3 threes. So that's at
So
most
4 non-threes.
At most 4. At most 4.
And he's been taking those mid-range shots, which are terrible shots for him.
Last night was the worst game I've seen Evan Mobley play since I've started
Did he
covering
talk
the Cavs.
after the game?
He was gone before we got into the locker room.
You got a problem with that?
That's not good.
So you do have a problem with that?
Yeah, you got to be accountable.
Yeah.
You got to stand there and talk, even when you don't play well. So, I mean, I'm not going to kill him for it, but he's also not young anymore. Like, he's been around long enough to know. He's got to stand there and be accountable.
Yeah. And
you're one of the leaders of the team.
Yeah.
Whether you want to be or not.
Yeah.
He has grown a lot since he first got here, but clearly there's still more work to be done.
Yeah.
And to Don's credit, we mentioned
Oh.
Don talked last night. Don did not play well. He said, he's like, I played like, I'm not going to use the words he used because we're on air, but he knows he didn't play well, but Don is always there to
He's
talk
always
after. accountable.
I was talking about LeBron earlier. Donovan's 100% in that category, but again, his dad worked in PR, so he gets it. There's a lot of times you probably don't want to talk, or you're sore and you're aggravated, and last thing you want to do is look at me and Mike. But he does it.
We're some of the better looking guys in there. There are a lot of worse.
I'm taking Fidel over both of you. Jeff catching strays over here. Jeff's the best.
So real quick, can I tell you
best.
one quick Jeff story from last night, and then we
of
move on?
course.
Someone brought up the second quarter plus minus yesterday.
Yeah.
And Dustin Kenny talked about it. And we're waiting to go in the locker room. I'm talking to Spencer. I'm like, hey, did you add in Wednesday's game to that number to get a final number?
Yeah.
And Jeff's standing next to us. Jeff goes, guys, where can I find that stat? It's like, it's on NBA.com. He's like, yeah, but where in NBA.com?
Yeah. He's
I'm
old.
Like, no. And I've told
I like that he asked that.
And I'm like, just go to the team stats, and then you go to advanced stats. He's like, just what's the number? Let me just write it down. I'm not gonna find it later. I was like, they're minus 54, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff is so
I
funny.
love Jeff. He's the best.
There's a lot of information on the NBA.com stats
You
page.
can find it. It just takes
but
forever
it's
to find.
cumbersome.
Yeah.
You got to know where to look for it.
Yeah, and if you're not comfortable using the internet or proficient at it, it's tricky.
Also, there's another guy. I don't know his name, and I should. He writes. You may know this. He writes from the top of his notebook to the bottom of his notebook.
Doesn't everybody write from the top to the bottom?
No, like.
What do you mean?
The lines usually go this way, and you write across.
Yeah.
He holds his notebook so the binding's at the top, and he writes down the lines.
That's weird.
I don't
Most
know
people don't write it. Would it be Bob? Is it Bob Finan?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, because Bob's old school.
I don't know who that is.
But I mean, I haven't written quotes in probably at least 15
Were you
years.
just recording it?
Yeah,
He's taking shorthand notes. He's not like writing down the exact quote.
I mean, that's how we used to have to do it all the time.
course.
Was because you're on deadline and you don't have time to transcribe, so you write it real quick and go back.
Yeah.
I haven't written down a quote in at least 15 years now.
When I was in college still, at my school, we had a chance to get press passes because my college was just outside of Rochester. So we would get press passes to the Rochester Amerks, which was, they play against the Monsters.
Yeah.
And we would get press passes to go to the Rochester Red Wings, which at the time was the Orioles AAA team. Right? And we would, this is the late 90s. And we would go there, and I would go there, and I'd have like a giant tape recorder with a wired mic.
Yep.
I mean, like a giant tape recorder. It was so ridiculous. But that reminds me of this It's an inappropriate story, but it's funny, so I'll tell it. At the time, I thought it was funny, but really it was very inappropriate. I don't remember who the player was. I don't think this guy ever went to the majors, but I remember it was opening day for the Rochester Red Wings, and there was like 3 media members in the locker, 4, I don't know.
I can't believe there's that many.
Yeah, it's shocking. I mean, Rochester's a decent-sized city, so, you know. But anyway, so we're there to talk to whatever player it was after the game that got the game-winning hit. No clue. I can't remember who it was. And there's 4 of us standing there, and one of the 4 was a woman, and the player, whoever it was, just walked out, buck-ass, what.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, my God.
It happens.
And it was very uncomfortable for the woman. Now, if it happened now, I'd be like, that's, But at the time, I was young, and I didn't think it was that big a deal, but it was very awkward.
When we first started recording with our phones, we would all set our phones up on which becomes dangerous if it rings. Because, But when Byron was here, and Byron Scott was the coach of the Cavs, Mary Schmidt-Boyer, the old longtime Cavs beat writer for the Plain Dealer, had her phone up there, and it rang.
Oh, yeah.
And Byron answered it. He's like, he picked it up, and it was Mike Brown, the old Cavs coach, Mike Brown. Yeah, so Byron's like, what's up, coach? So in the middle of his pregame press conference,
that's great.
Byron is talking to the old Cavs coach on the Cavs beat reporter's phone.
That's good.
But I mean, Mike's just a phenomenal guy. Mike is, and Byron is too, by the way. I love covering Byron.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so. I always put it on like do not disturb or something. I don't.
Just in case.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're vulnerable at that point. You have no idea who's going to call you or text you, and all they got to do is pick it up and look at it.
Right, and you have no idea how the coach is going to react. They might get pissed. Who knows?
So.